Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the reigning AFC champs. Coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use. But for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure...
Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 32, throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll throw on first. That one's complete, right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll come up first and 10. Throwing now off play action. It is cut left side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 41. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Brought in right side. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Miami.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
All right, set now, first and 10. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Throwing it again here. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their 5th-year quarterback.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
They'll throw to begin this drive. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10 now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They go play action on first. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Javon Holland there to make the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They give it to him again. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know we get so enamored with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Jump off caught by his back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw, and he's able to cross midfield before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That's caught for the first. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Cut out left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Working inside the red zone. That one's complete over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll throw it again. This one's caught. And in for the Miami touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Dolphins take over as they intercept it for the 3rd time in just our opening quarter.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing now on first down. He's got a man left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Dolphins push their lead to 18. Elliott all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That play good for 17 and a first down. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing from the gun. Hits his running back. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Javon Holland there to make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff now from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's second down. Back to the well again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing now, off play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans have the football as he reports his 12th INT of this season.
Our coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still...
And in for the Houston touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. This has been a trend yet. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to back like a book.
The Texans returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And they bring him down around the 34. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Finds a man, right side.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down? A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals